chapter of friendship this is only. So well, they have some comedy moments here and there, but it is pretty funny. Dr. Stone chapter 56 finally translated. As they all warm up for a fire, Senku mentions that the worst thing they could have done was hugging each other out for warmth, which they all agree would have been kind of gross. The angry men fan here to bring you that one. Later on they find the jewel case of Mother Nature herself, which holds the tungsten, and with that Magma begins to hammer it up, even though he makes a joke saying like he should just kill them right here and now. However, it seems that in the end Magma, even though he wanted to look like he killed Senku like that and that, in a way Magma may have instinctively wanted to save Senku, so maybe in the end he likes Senku after all. Well, who knows. Either way, he begins to break out the stones, and they get tungsten through all of that. While Chrome says a speech like is an awesome ore. With the bonds of friendship the three of us has forged in this dungeon of gems are far more valuable. However, Senku and Magma feels that is gross. Well, that way to ruin the movement, but I guess they're really much from that and that. Elsewhere, later on, they move back after 3 days, as Magma put a blindfold on Senku to show him something, and, well, it turns out, as we get to that moment where it looked like Ashiguro again would do that and that and that, well, turns out in the end Ashiguro again tricked me again. Turns out he will not, turns out that, well, Senku makes some notes saying like, if you offer my head to the player, maybe the village will be spared. But then it turns out that all of that is, of course, a trick again. So yeah, I was tricked. I thought Ashiguro again had a dark secret and all. But no, all he did was to have a plan that he wanted to bring forth in before Senku's birthday. Because this is his happy birthday for Senku now, as they have created an observatory. We have prehistoric telescope. So that was what Ashiguro again planned on. 3 days from now on, they have all worked hard in order to create it. And Senku's impressed, also because they can use this to spy on Tsukasa's army. And it turns out that when Senku revealed to Ashiguro again that he was 6,268 days old, Ashiguro again mentions that he managed to figure it out not only through that how old he was, but also because he wrote down the date he was depetrified next to the Cave of Miracles after he woke up them all. And Ashiguro again found that when he walked with Tsukasa to, well, you know, the miracle water and all that stuff. So, well, yeah, it's during this time that Ashiguro again assures us that he may be sneaky, but he considers Senku a true friend after all. And although Senku just says that it's pretty gross. Well, they had some shunny moments here, but in the end that shunny moment is pretty ruined by these kind of situations, really. But despite that, the chapter had a bit of delightment with their charming moments. I'm glad to know that Ashiguro again tricked me. I really thought he was dark there. Senku did say that if they hand him over to the Tsukasa army, they will probably be spared. I wonder if anyone will ever do that. Amama seems to now have officially joined, but we will not know just yet, will we? Will you give me your thoughts if you have any?